Na thyroid hormone no jumedie bi edie ne se boa ma sa abofra wo yafumu a onyini yie. Nti se ma me no ni thyroid hormone na ese ye hwe ho asem ne yeka. Akoda ni bones no ebe develop yie a ohia thyroid hormone. Ye nyina no se yakoma ebe bo yie a thyroid hormone yie hia. Si ye didie na nipadua no break aduane ne down glucose ye de ye adwuma ni nyina no thyroid hormone hia. Nti ye say thyroid hormone no it affects almost every organ in the body. Just say hia pa. And yema bi o hwa betimi asi the production of thyroid hormone so kwan. Kakra bi ne de ba ha cigarette nom ye say bia mu no ye num bi. But you bet me out to a fofrofo. Chemicals be more bet me M1 ye produce a thyroid hormone ye. Contaminated food and water and so as na ye can thyroid disorders ye will hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism. Hypo nature say will form into whom make one year thyroid hormone bebre will form hypothyroidism. Now say overproduce so and also one nipaduano and only a friend of hyperthyroidism. In between you was subclinical hypothyroidism, subclinical hyperthyroidism. And then they are mostly in diagnosis in labs so. Now ye can hypothyroidism wasem no. A bibia disorder bia nipa bebre ne wo bi. As of 2022, yes, America had near about your population near about 333 million. Now, 4.6% of the population in the world say your population now comes to about 30 million people. Just a nipano dosu pa more hypothyroidism. For one reason or another, no, females are more affected than males, 5 to 8 times more. Ebionso yata hunu wo mpemo mumfia kwa ni munkese compared to younger folks. And you more autoimmune conditions. Autoimmune conditions here, mfanze bia nipaduana make antibodies against itself. Na we no ntrese ona usua younger people intimi nya bi. Won nyina so timi nya bi but ye hwa ne dodo ne aneta wo mo amanyini kakra mu. Causes of hypothyroidism. There was central causes. Say ye share diagram na ye share na ye CBB a share wa adwin mu ho. Nti say adwin no ya affected that somehow no ekoya affected that no central causes no. E betimi cause hypothyroidism. There were tumors bi a betimi akọ pituitary gland ni mu. So binya bi say betimi affected the production of hypothyroidism thyroid hormones. In Robi or Honswa, Yadesa Yaria, no one's betimi cause hypothyroidism. Lithium. And yet I tell you so mental health disorders, say bipolar more heart conditions and to be why you sue amiodarone. Amiodarone no a yadro name home side effects and also does betimi cause hypothyroidism. Tyrosine kinase inhibitors interfere on na emphasis cancer nrobiniade. We no nkyerese sa nroyi nye nti obi da so amenka se yese be koso we nti wagyae no. Adro no eye na emom side effects abetimi akoso no bi ni we. Dia obeye ne se oda adro no bi so a bra be ka se bra check up no obeko e ka se koye labs a no aye. Na yehu sense sanye bi ba yetimi aso anontem. Ebi nso ye friend no iatrogenic. Ebi are from treatment of some other condition na ama waba benya hypothyroidism. Yebeka hyperthyroidism who treatment of hyperthyroidism no betimi lead to hypothyroidism. Ebi o ha say your surgery ni ekoyi thyroid hormone no. Ekoyi thyroid gland ni free ho. Thyroid gland in you are not making a thyroid hormone. Today say wababe hypothyroid. Radiation treatment to be more cancer near the and also bit me affect thyroid gland no na afi wuntimi nya homo. It be the most common na I tell your friend autoimmune thyroiditis, Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Say you can no, and your body no make antibodies against itself. I know they are mostly near untimin time timin yahu nyama kese. Na mekai ye krum se yebeka ya some years back no mota ye at bibri se yan iodinated salt, meaning se mu bikaya. Aha. Sa na thyroid gland no ehia iodine and sa na timia ye thyroid hormone no. And unti se unni iodine kese a untimi nya thyroid hormone no. Just say unyan in the right balance because and also Kwadwo pia be affect thyroid hormone no. Okay. It means you are transient bar and for a short time now I resolved. These during pregnancy and also be aware, you know, sometimes infections bit me ama bibisaba. Symptoms of hypothyroidism na dos mebre astrologia o wapum na say yo ya you want as untimi nwie dru ba bia as obia infancy summertime obia wa shodu obia no kwa de na wodel bibetimi anya dry skin no breath fatigue depression constipation hair loss bebrebe bi ohonso a moja betu bebre ma no infertility chese adoso bebre na eno chese wo sa symptoms ya yebeka ho asembata chese wo sa symptoms ya na chese definitely no wo hypothyroidism ma wo ibi se bonka ibi se follow up ye nhwehwemu na se okọ hospital call clinic doctor now NP P or yan nhwehwemu a enema bi obetimi ahu ne se bi o akoma no montem said the circle e bia na o temperature or form e bia na o blood pressure a cholesterol onya hypertension bi o honso na umnim ha no o thyroid na ayekese labs betimi a show anemia does mebre o cholesterol bi o ho a be cholesterol bi honso a macroglossia chese o ketrema no na ayekese wani bi o ho na wani ho nso na ahoho no bebre na yewo dia eye very severe your friend no myxedema coma no dia unya na chese ye emergency na eno no these days ni bi o ha and tell most of it say obi benya bia ebi o ha infection bi o ha betimi temporarily no betimi ama onyema throw labs no off being so or hypothyroidism but on follow up near chire ebi anadru kra onom sabre ya minim se nyame admode ya dru ha die ye bia ye checkups ni ade ebe hunti we no said anya common but obi o myxedema coma symptoms are betimi anya no bi your friend no mental status changes, confusion, lethargy, psychosis, bi how ntimi enhumi ye bradycardia ne koma no more ye said yes ebo afa your subclinical hypothyroidism it drew baby a mechim kakra eno no meka di kan ka say mostly ni ya na from labs empempi no nipa obi a omunya symptoms bia ebi nso ho a omunya for some time period na resolved na nemum no ebetimi akonanima ma wanya hypothyroidism no enti so obi sa esese udi akire na opɛ ho asɛm ka na more severe in pregnancy see the kind ka say abofra benyini yie wo yafun mu a ohia thyroid hormone no nti so obi wo hypothyroidism no da duro so a during pregnancy no kra na duro na ofa na kwa animu because akwada ni hia thyroid hormone no na so obi wo sa subclinical hypothyroidism ya na say yanhwa nka ho asɛm a obetimi anya miscarriage, obetimi anya preterm delivery, obetimi anya low birth weight. Abofra no obetimi anya low IQ. Teacher say ehun hia pa. Most of the time, they are in treaty subclinical hypothyroidism. And to say, I check lab, you who say, Conanim, drew Pensobia, and after Yakas Sabri, as I say, you treaty. And I say, Obi or subclinical hypothyroidism, maybe not you who say, oh, what symptoms EBR or symptoms here, Quana symptoms no as wonya, even though all subclinical hypothyroidism, na lab no value no rube, no. It's yetimi edeneto adroso. And yeah, young call hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism, they say, oh yeah, more thyroid hormone, no, more than needed. Now, prevalence in it's about 1.2% of the U.S. population known as was Yarebi. So your calculation now, I say it's about 333 million as of about 3 years ago. Your calculation now it comes down to about 4 million people. Just more mobiles or more dorsum more hyperthyroidism no. And also women are more affected than men. I know the said the name the intia. And also symptoms causes nibini. The most common no a grave disease. And also your autoimmune body no make antibodies against the thyroid gland intimi emanating hormone. Now, most often you tell the cause of that. A binsu or honoma betimienya some nodules be and now growth be in your thyroid gland. Now thyroid gland na make it thyroid hormone, but growth now but thyroid gland and also make it and also a thyroid hormone. That's just overall, no, you're making more thyroid hormone than needed. In no being suit to me, a causes in right, you can't say a causal hypothyroidism, no, and once you beat me, causal hyperthyroidism. Lithium, iodine, amiodarone, tyrosine kinase, interferon, alpha, nina sawaha. Oda dronuswa, main diagnum. Dear Chiri, near follow ups, near CBB Coswa, it's in Yasano. A being so a while, yan ya de Maya home, and ya common dear, but my tickets is nibby. Say, so be or hyperthyroidism, a yarn now tanya weight loss. So, into a binom so funny, say, and yes, I mean, what my thyroid hormones no cost to na me weight loss. They are me fun to lose weight, but and because they are be and soon and so on. Or they tutu and yet they are so far. Some cancers being so while it produces thyroid hormone. Now, picture here some of the symptoms are so be or hyperthyroidism or timinia. Nervousness, irritability, insomnia, depression. Depression now, so hypothyroidism, I bet me in your depression. Weight loss, yaka. Obi oha, utimidi but on filiso ame, diarrhea, you are betting fragile fingernails. The fingernails no honya densa. Thyroid, enlarged thyroid gland, you can hypothyroidism. Yakuma no so you can't say yakuma no here thyroid hormone to function well. Bioha say what hyperthyroidism wakuma no bit me abo periphery as a be contents a bit baby no be wakuma no so more no kwan so more consistently. High blood pressure, muscle weakness, cramps. Picture we are can't diana graph we are can't diana a war first. Other ones increased lacrimation when you bet me up so near there. There are symptoms no there a dose me baby. Now you said the idea was subclinical hypothyroidism, there was subclinical hyperthyroidism. And also sano most often be our here treatment. Be beti me a transient be ho kakra bi na eko. But ubia ubeti me anya some symptoms say alert or say udi achire. Enti when you are for more healthcare folks, say medical can say some diagnosis be or why based on labs. Say shall you can hormones be wholesome. You can TRH, you can TSH, you can thyroid gland. It be or say woko it be a infant or physical, so call your labs be a hormone on bit or mobile check and ya near tafren TSH. Meaning say your labs na ya results no here. TSH no near be ya here. Bioha ebe TSH ni T4 no. Now based on those values, near say we are within range, we are out of range. Near Timaka say okay. To say there hypothyroidism and now hyperthyroidism. Now treatment, say you say thyroid gland and make thyroid hormone. And you say only hormone no dia nani treatments and say you better replace it. Now in the form of a drug. You will thyroxine, levothyroxine, that is the most common one. Levothyroxine and Thyroid. Say bia movie dobiso and now hyperthyroidism there are about three ways of treating it. Medications ebetimia juma to say there hypothyroidism you be use medications you can iodine it's me the radioactive iodine near ability thyroid essentially as a say thyroid gland so they be and more thyroid hormone and now say it's me call surgery you call surgery the say thyroid gland in your year free you are not making thyroid hormone now the last two treatments they say the amount they are not say effectively they are making you hypothyroid which means you're thyroid gland now one of the main reasons in TIA na yebeka bibi say ho asem ni say jemu no ebi ohonoma yenta enya follow ups yenta enya checkups na sometimes no ebi oho a hu symptoms ebi oho akoye labs na hu symptoms bi oho so a obetimi enya symptoms bebrebe but you say a hoarding still yan shut down who be a higher casibianti as ye near Mestre pass said ye di yati aseno thyroid hormone who here pa affect almost everything in our body enti mommy anya checkups na ye annual checkups near the announcer who call abia o bibi kakra bi na o hospital but o provider din common na nyema bi be ba be say dia o kan dia yenye sala abue na be boa me yatimi ahu na ya so anu ntem presentation in your short kakra bi questions bi wo ha na ye betimi ababa mu a nim say what doctors ni bi wo ha nom nurses be bre wo ha pacho yeah it be your hosa and I say periorbital edema. We did say there we are true main fan is you in same kakra you wait me to see some changes in the eyebrow. Yeah, when Ninechino. But who notice changes involving the eye, you have to follow up. So, and yeah, kind of views of the periorbital edema. So who changes now, you have to follow up.
Concerning pregnancy, the no correct. I'm sure. They are ecosupa, meaning nipa 2, 3, 4 bia. They are very hard for them to even take the seed. Now, a bass as well, omutimi take it, but intimi enyi. Sane kanomsa. Inti no. Say bia e wonua bia na adamfo bi na bibi se ekoswa. So omo check here no so thyroid levels no. Etimi Emma, especially miscarriage, papa. See, now make an association. Yes.
What can be said? Thyroid gland, a room will be at me. Yea. Now, Sir Grandin is on the produce hormones. A pedian who be a usubi. Ye grand and an feel what to be anything. It makes sense.
Yeah, emunda. Ye pada ye chese and then they make you thyroid hormone. Ye chese you are not producing thyroid hormone. And then now about hypothyroid. As I said, that druso. We are so bad that druso. Yes. For the rest of your life, yes.
My question is, will be or no thyroid dysfunction now? What will I say? Once a boy, I must say a year inside. A boy also a pay abonte. So, the Ebamo be who say Bibi or Mimono, and then got house as one. Okay, and then the Shemono, and no MP. Na midimo bi a biya no no ndanima no eya kakraka eno de entre
It's likely say no Graves' disease. Yeah, can say no one of the symptoms so we were Graves' disease na betimi anya your friend say like when you betimi aya said ya all kind na ma kafro ma lose question o say ye ne den
say den a man when in the timi ya akese na wo bia wo so tiana nete
unze thyroid hormone you can involved in catabolism and like body no building up breaking your down building your up so and he said obi subete because obedi dia but you are breaking things down fast so you increase your metabolism and you are breaking your down fast obi obedi but won't feel satisfied any idea no betimi akoso sa weight loss no now and sometimes it be because of near cost body need a drew baby about me retaining some fluids near there. Sometimes I know bit me so but as to exactly what cause when party be at saying you should move more.
Okasaro now say I don't know it's me my hypo it's hard to be the hyper never and I just sound okay it just say any day
Your Bobby didn't say I'm Yoderon and then a cardiac medication akumano a drew baby na a moya cardiologist betting me the word to say so obi bipolar near day obi betting natural lithium so San rowing na bit me so hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism. And non say definitely it will cause it. On the amateur no. A bit me so papa say ye do toss wenya. But the say ye ne say udi achiri na ye follow ups na labs because ye because obi da sa do so a sa labs nyina ye be no. Zi nim de bit me akoso. Na the bibiano in health and bibiano, you weigh the benefits against the risks. So I don't know say me ese me hwe makoma no me pese makoma no ye irregular sa na me nya clot na me nya de keka ho stroke na afa mi wu anase me pe dia metimi ya treaty minim se dia me ka no emu da ho a so enti me hwe se me pe dia me treaty akoma no fi se bikonya hypothyroidism ma minim se metimi ya treaty me pese me nya stroke na afa ma be paralyzed me ya ho hwe bi I can't go back to my normal. Minim se muda ha. Aha. Enti one over we risk ne benefits no. Me ka se for adru no. Na mmom dia be ka se ye no ye follow ups and the labs be ka se ye no ye na bibi basa e bi mpa na omo betimi make some adjustments. E bi mpa na drum fufuro bi ho a at that point no betimi afa. Enti ye de manwa fa na mmom no Ese udi achire. Ese ujane sa. Mwana se sapofobia wa.
Open me pacho. Aden sa ya de boni we no. Ma bebre omo ko omo monopause etaye on pa. Minimum as doctors so ma hwe ne observation am making here. Omo yenketesi aye on ba nta no so so omo a enye on monopause e kro no. Adinta.
That
hormonal balance no be imbalance was balance.
Question we I know here day. We say doctors and nurses be brew ha. Unsi ya ka say most common ones no. Ya na ye autoimmune. Body na make antibodies against itself. And also be make antibodies activate receptors and they produce more hormone. And know the autoimmune aspect in there, we don't know exactly what causes it. Yeah.
Kakra me de count say I like the fact that you mentioned the word hormones. Say we are Kenya, these are all hormones. And on say yema menuma say yenua normally when omo hitting menopause, some of those symptoms now omo go through they are all mediated by hormones. And anytime biana anything affects your hormonal system, no, definitely I am acquire a cascade of events. So depending on what else is going on in the body, no, and also no ebeden etimi ekofa sa enema no enyina eba. As to say the entire affect a man more because I'm say doc we in the presentation, no. So we share statistics now. It looks as if sometimes it being hyper and I say hypo no, it affects a man more. So I cannot say exactly why, but I can speculate. Say it has to do with the hormonal changes in the hormonal system. No? And until tembiano, I say and I'm so as I mentioned about pregnancy again. So by anymore, we know say yes, aging so a factor. So all the way to China, there are so many other diseases. It plays a huge role in your cancer or risk any other. And all the way put you all these together, then the picture starts become clear. Meaning
me pacho unti say ade to me ya mema so meboa. It is a bia be maybe will be na ne yire ne nibia and also be affect or pregnancy. Say what I say? And affected pregnancy. No. And as for me, no so will be so.
Right. But Obano and I'm say I want to so no extra careful because it may affect Aquadano. I drew some else order.
Oh, so the temperature awareness say minimum be a one year say bear 3 times. Nina say, oh, na minim dear, me tear we no, and I'm a friend bisa or no son. Something say be a when you now walk check your hospital. Maybe because I have me nipa no or bread 3 times. Hey yo, abortion 3 times. Yeah.
Pregnancy.
Wait, miscarriage.
This is just one of the things a bit me across me. And you might be brave.
And then I because my friends all go hospital, no one checking. Be at least. Or 1 or 2 be actually on watching.
Mommy into me. Mommy into me. Mommy into me. Now I can't in here, boys, so shame is Brahanum na answering to me. Ninsa any dear, I know that we are so much into Ninsa. Ninsa any dear, near my a course and no kind of baby. Your bakwa, last time I'm new bidding come on. Resource factor, a predominant pa causes a lot of miscarriages in Yadi. So, Obuon ma a young is no mercy, and I say Obuon ma osisu no onyem na ompeso obewa. What say no? But I say no, you don't know. Sebe bema no onyem no unim the resource factor, right? And I say if it's not checked there, then my no michima won't tell you. Fanisa. Niama what to say fanisa we your blood test negative we negative we positive now. Positive negative now. No the resource no. And you know say fanisa se bema na oni share no. Mostly yeah bema no na determine. If I'm wrong, mon correct me. If bema na mostly determine. And it's only bema ni share na bema no resource now is not going to help you now. You're supposed to have a medicine on friend program. And it's funny say me akitesia mesiso manyem na me person me ma ufo behun ma ko yegu. Because ye no, I don't know the resource that be man here at the moment. And right from that start no, our body best start fighting every pregnancy that comes on. Until the because I say one ma community maybe you don't know the genesis of the whole history behind it, you know. Until this could be part and also bit my part. And the one so naturally no any be Asia and fa. Until we say go football mo warrior omo mienu jai we kwa no we su kwa no and also so ho no. Until no I wanted the empire bond they obekọ so abo but they wanted the hair doors.
So question and a comment for Frobi or Biwa.
Me patro fa a goiter part no. Say be obi de ebeye a compound. Okay, surgery. But there are instances obi on moko year na asaba. Anti ya no mka say compo enyini o se bibisa. Say wo se enyini. Or a basa anso a amen. Nipa no ye surgery na asaba. Wakoyi. Make I develop your man I goiter. We no when I will goiter. Say it
sometimes no. We say it be a honma. Say you can say it be a honma. Some nodules to me bad thyroid gland. So meaning could it be say be a amoko year could it be say be a nodules be by no amoko year but not necessarily so me thyroid gland no.
I can see a walk on. Me who said the missing canoe, but I remember say mention boss say goiter. through hormonal levels no ubetimi de enya goiter whether low or high. Now the miss me bisa ne say ya fa ne say menya me levels no awo goiter ama menya me goiter no na okoyi a because what can say ne management and answer solutions no surgery edro ene de aka enti ono no de ende e bia surgery na e wo se wo ye na oyi ana aba enti ne yanko so ma yentwa no ne yenyi ana bibisa na asem pese me ana is there a way ana yekoyi go what them
Wako amometwa kompono otwa kompono na saba. Follow up question here say the pakono yi gland na kansa na say okom ye incision and drainage no mu yi kompono. Ono no question no.
Yeah.
I think na oyi na saba.
Yeah, but I think say goiter no na ebia or more try so reduce your size no. So I don't know the end there. The source of the problem is the thyroid. And so the source no one fixes source na it can come back. It's no say ankomu thyroid no itself no free hodia. There is no source I bet me cause goiter be. And so maybe the solution for that person no gland removal. That would be definitive treatment and then take thyroid supplements for the rest of their life. Yeah. But at the end also, I think there's a lot of people that have this problem. They are on levothyroxine and they are okay. And I think hyperthyroidism. So we will be before also. You are very impatient. Uta sweaty. And so it's difficult to gain weight. Then there could be there could be a hyperthyroid problem. You should go and check up, and that needs to be addressed. And we will be in you sleep too much, you're always tired, you feel your mood is down, you gain weight, lose weight. It could be you have hypothyroidism. And to make sure if you fall in either of these two categories now, you check it up because it could be it needs treatment. If you need treatment, the best treatment is to remove your thyroid now. It sounds like it's very serious, but many people go through it and they're very common and they are okay as long as they take the supplements, the thyroid hormone forever. Yeah. It will be all hard. We take blood pressure medication forever. So diabetes for medication forever. It's it's not something
Dog bite.
At least once a year, yes. You need medical condition once a year, dear. Mommy uncle check up. Whom here pa.
Kakra me de kan ho ne say on say wo hwe symptoms or list ye ni nyina wo hwe both hypo ne hyper na it looks as if say so common with other disease states so and most of the time what you find and say and time happen and the clinicians here can bear me out say obe sorry preoccupy say I think say manya thyroid. As a mania thyroid disorder, and me call I confirm most of the time I have quite incidental finding. Ebi any pan or bad symptoms or them. Every crowd they toss ebia they put you on medication, but still now you are not improving. Then, as part of the differential diagnosis, or any checking it TSH, check your number because so this might be the underlying problem. Maybe crying and no be a day man because the root cause is not being tackled. And until I be also be a physical and I say annual, if you're running in labs and be based on some guidelines, be a wage but we are doing it. You throw TSH in. Now you checking recipe be a normal. Everybody if you are near froze, lab na be a come but TSH very abnormal. And then you follow up. A whole crown of say now say be a why say a shoe be mesocra minyam menopause. Then maybe the pictures start coming together. And untina and who be here say most of the time, at least so when you cry now once a year, then like I said, but my buffer routine. I think that's how the health insurance in the cry. They give you incentives just to do your annual physical. I didn't try. Because I wouldn't say if you get ahead of the gamer, it will save them a lot of money. Say, "Our channel confess you be met to almost near their bromus or muntia." That's why Omokrano, you almost say annual in Oberquame. Ya check you. Don't sit there to be sick before you go. Junior, see our last one.
Kakra person the one say these conditions, I know say me doctor no boa na me boa. Certain conditions can also let you have the signs and symptoms, So to say I say like mostly if you get like very severe cold near there, it can throw your thyroid hormones off. Until when you say cold here or area, you try as much as possible to avoid it. Because when it throws it off, you go through some of the symptoms which is not conducive. And if you know, say maybe biting your fingernails, thyroid and sano. No way, Jai, because you do it, you get a cold. Don't do it because you do it, you got maybe it will take you through this, for a little while. And now you don't want the situation say 10 bia no na say who predispose you to cold. Now you going through it. One day there baby be call my answer na answer maybe. So to me say ma ya nhwe hu ye na baby eduru there oye there one take it am na eduru ne na there wo ya to so.
Me pacho wo say I was at least every year bia ye call your physicals me boa. Na adentina sa wo kokoya all this hormone checking. Na ji say bia bibi si ansana ya ma bra ne akasa ne he kohwe ne bia na ye we. Say ka afi bia hwe kidney, liver, hwan no. Na nka thyroid ne ade so no mo hwe. Ne nyina aka ho preko.
Oftentimes na ya ne ka ho.
Yes. Echa say bibi ni mu ana ye nka hwe nkyira ho. Enfa ho.
Because you are labs na you be on listing say we but because of labs na fine. But most of it
na Dr. Same ka say what aye physicals na wo mo kra te me ma bonus bi ana gift bi say wo prevent wo from a kakese. But in fact me ba ha no all the physicals am I no.
Uja bisa.
Menya bi da.
Ade ya for insurance.
Na me de me busa se symptoms ne ya DNA where dia kakraka gusu nyina no hwe a ya na e ma pa ne nya na e mema so ye kan because company ade ade nyina e ma ne nya me hu se me benya bi da nti ya de nyina ye ma de e ma ya de ana
David e mema nya bi pa e mema nya bi e common o ma mu but e mema bi bre nya bi.
The question said that supplements now you have to take, so we need thyroid now. What is the side effects on on that one. And my next question is, they say woody salt will be bad. It leads to the going in your throat and like that big thing. So does excess eating of salt, needless eating of salt, have any effect on your thyroid, Anna?
Well, yes, I say thyroid gland no here iodine no dia or timid thyroid hormone. And mostly no so no na antina in iodinated salt. And to the iodine no woody salt no iodine ka ho. E bia no ntina ma eba say ka say menyi antina bebrebe no. We say when iodine kese no thyroid hormone no thyroid gland to be in kese. And now thyroid hormone bebrebe no so but be e bia utiani ya no akunya excess of iodine. And also bet me ha mo thyroid gland no. That is one of them. BBI is a right balance. Second question, no. Of the thyroid hormone, a pharmacist for the baby. But one of the main things is obeshe say adrena a demand, said the demand obefanis. We say enka say adrena kasano ekusi thyroid hormone, essentially an no thyroid hormone. Into fa bebriba. You are giving yourself hyperthyroidism. So one funny years so said you said mom then your hypothyroidism no worsen. Then now lead to a lot of these symptoms I found.
And just like a drobia no where there was side effects, right? But at the end of the day, no, that also doesn't mean say no men any huge and I said deadly side effects be and untino Rebecca said and by that time if you need it right, but the woman say utra nye you say oh yeah hypo entino you the what to centroid so say be ebeboa ama waye but one way you na called doors too much and so now if you do call them hyper and untino sesi ano you see start medication so now what they do they say almost start the dose you mainly based on weight near the what started. The idea is between maybe 4 to 6 weeks, it's almost I check your lab no muhu or level no, but be a edru. Yeah, when they be a rise it too much and I say go too hard and it tells them say they need to lower the dose. And I say be muhu say still now you're still hypo. They need to get you to being euthyroid. I said to the level I feel there is very normal, and it's therefore they need to increase it. But I'm fan to say the washer say now your culture say 4 to 6 weeks time, bra, for follow up. Or they are doing what you there, make a mini time. Now the actual man and one I'm not going to refill now. For all you know, no, those near they will start here, and for some reason it's too much for your body. Your body cannot take it. But also where you are in our TV now, and I own them. And for all you know, now if you baby no, now I then why. Very hyper. And the hyperness, there's a very severe form of it. I can put you into crisis. So I no. It puts you in a different year altogether. And said they were I think say nya the auto so na catch you said this time, bra follow up is for your own good. Say be on be who say I don't know the amount no okay. And I say a tiso and I say yeah they become.
I think some more contribution me say be a person meditato. One thing I've realized is most of the times it be before say you be now say maybe some symptoms one thing we should understand symptoms be all the man yare be now say it's the fact say symptoms when you are bobo so no be a catch us said the same problem no go through what people yes say the new kumana say be why fatigue Ebia vitamin D and all like it. Yeah. Now that I question thyroid now and unti no make a remedy be one maybe for thyroid hormonal when now what starting pushing mano and the drobia award for thyroid no akwa be now that's self diagnosis sub medication no and unti near what professionals are they handle those places no. So let's not just listen to the presentation no and assume say sana okay no sanity because Dr. Steve can say okay before I said okay, Musa Minya from it just Oti asie. Ekuti we onimira. Oh, Ose. You're from Florence. Now, as my make can interrupt him, you know. But it could be so say, maybe another condition even way different from OTS, and that could be also another aspect. So let's not self-diagnose ourselves and self-medicate ourselves. Secondly, there was a point about I don't know, Emma Bebre, that is a Dana Madibusa say, I don't know, Emma Bebre, na Unia, a more severe when it comes to menopause, right? Adaba say Tia say, you were Yarabi Honoma, a member baby benya asemba. And you were Yarabi Honoma, a my baby benya se a member. The hormonal build up in the man no, Ed also say member dear. Ain't now, so Obanya man, in same one wire, when you go so, Mefanya asem. But who we are, now they be on my wife, you shall look into it. Baby was over where we are not still at home, then you go to but you may never know because Obiani how carrying the hormones, no. Obi betima carry hormones postpartum like 6 months after pregnancy after one no and so still no obi also so a onye kra onya any issue bia into say uti say omo hormonal build up more than yet now that means more complications can be very severe and higher than us and when those chemicals becomes imbalanced na nyema baby na dey ba and also ma would say or must say in a different level with that we stand no and no interest say e ma be yare baby I say mema. And I say, "Member, baby, I say, member. You know, your boyfriends, your boss, right? Your boss, different. And even among them, amongst them, right? The data, statistics, can still vary because now, gender area, I look at the geographical background. We have to look at their demographics. So I won't say, more background ethnicity, correct? Saying, Emma, omoya bro for. Or many thyroid issue. Any mom here before a thyroid issue. What does it call? A DDMN lifestyle. Now plays a major role. It's as we are studying and educating ourselves, you try as much as possible. Say, yen share your home influence will be there because yen with the same problem. Yen that the same so. But I say, maybe improvement is until you are not doing something right. It could be lifestyle. It could be another underlying issue. Air trigger thyroid to even do more than that.
That's
Yo, say question be any honum build ya any na a honey at the basi. That Dr. Ansong say a education or dear my. They brought us and a message of my in Alpha Amen Cassia.
Me pamacho ume ministry and Kaiboy Kumamo. Onyame ya adomu a ochina ebo anapa 10 am a ese mu nyina mo ndwen Zoom line no mo odwumadi a watu edin se moms in touch in the porter's hands enti no akasa fo no Dr. 10 am Dr. Sewa Afrifa ena obedi dwumadi nenum enti umemi nsasa menka nkyere mo se apamocho mo amoye free ni nyina bo anapata na mo nyina mo ndwan ni Zoom line no na mo ni dwuma na enye fefefe amen.
Pacho ene ese menhwe me mo mpa ye preko anampanifo ewo bibi foforo ho no ma. Oh, that's what my time. Your time is awesome. If I just say, okay. If I show and penny for say, hello, hello. If I show and penny for say, say and crop for our other interests. You bet me I open forum for other health related questions up to be about 5 o'clock. And you know, Ebetimi aye bibia psych nyina ewom. Entino.
Oh, sir, this week, I don't know, someone will monitor news, no. Now I'm more kasa about Kruma Dynamica. Ayetia. I'm more talking about artificial food dyes. I'm going to say FDA per se or getting rid of all artificial food dyes. I don't know any idea.
That is the otia no one who had the crow. Coloring. Color mode efra enuane. I don't know much about these chemicals, these dyes, colors, But what I've heard and they say some of them might not be good for our health. And especially those processed foods now. I can't say. Grocery store. Ya pack. Pouch more. Ya man pepper. What do I say? Because sometimes the color also very attractive. But some studies do show that some of them could be harmful to the body. I'm not exactly sure which one of them are. But without being sounding very political, I'm saying recently Trump time, the new Secretary of Health and Human Services, so I pay attention. A friend Robert JFK. Or some beliefs be so. Now part of the agenda and say we pursue some of those agenda. There's more to be heard. Men can say so. Because of he say and never be ready feeding crowd or America and he used to talk about it. First, crying the time passing a crown or will be an vaccines crown. Now on pay or anti-vax. But it's also as a son agent. And it's a whole lot. And to me come here who say as time goes on and he just took office. And what he believes in the party, Trump, what they also believe in. They will start pushing some of those agenda out. So we will start hearing some of these things. And then never be a bad day. You better ban it on. And say it is some measles. Sorry, pa. Some of the states are a kuma and crabby and a whole lot.
Say energy drink. Almost any ma nipedrian to what person or taste cotton and chinam, fresh wine. Never took boom. If she energy drink and go to the buyaso for some hours near you. Many kind American. Only a series of tests. No, see, be a person or challenge you no say near energy drink and a year when you pay no more. Cotton and chinam. Never to boom. Would the energy drink no go 30 minutes a bit change. This any annual. What's I did 2 mobile a hour to 2 hours. Now it is any other at all. A jaso atoton. And by doing that, I say we need Pedriano. And now in no commode at the bay so no more church. Anyway, me say a political say a day yesterday. One more can and you know who will be say any many Pedria. No more confirm Crowfobi or Loma Linda. Almost a village near Loma Linda. Almost me SDA4. Now, almost style of living, they live 100 plus. What you actually never be brain to me feel send your work no correct.
Energy drinking is a known fact because of some of the but among health workers ebiso enum. What do I say? Because who say what makes it an energy drink? Caffeine, other more bebre, it helps stimulate you it gives you energy, but it also comes with its own side effects. And each one to himself, especially will be our high blood pressure. Caffeine, because caffeine can even make it worse. And if you can stay away, maybe that's my personal opinion. If you can stay away from energy drinks, I think it's better. And I say if you can find an alternative to energy drinker. As to how ebi omo testing in there. Mestre say in the way social media no is so cheap no. Obia timi say cry the AI crash about cry the voice. Obia timi manipulate any information bia no shanti mestre say moma very very careful. So obuwa on the personal agenda bi na we use technology abai no they are now present and bia sometimes they are good and authentic source evidence based but yan way na the microphone post or WhatsApp ne Facebook ne TikTok one way I mistake
so me boa kakra wan me say me hu video na aka no me pese me boa kakra wa that side based on what Sammy was saying no ade ba kwa was say and it's never true say uhwe coke and any energy drink egu enam so a results now benya no sa na onum coke a ebe make wo organ so because there are also chemicals or body no ma sa nyama ne ba e brana say dan sa direct pour na nipa nenya we hwe gu coke so don it is a me hwe coke egu nam so na nam no dane white prekope na and kire say coke na me nom na call me organs ni ma me organs so be dane white prekope because nyama bebre wo body system ma e massa nyama ne brass but the more I won't no not to say take a longer effect whereby down the line I didn't breast our cook na sina eba oni peduum no and also be weak and give you that results no but see you should video ne trasa ne kind of trasa now somebody may think differently and back to somebody initially no enyama bebre ye di we ya brabom na e was so side effect adi be on maudi a ebi in the next 80-90 years no but most people life expectancy no and you will be on the could 90 years. It's after that time no boss be 70 years no start years so in so now you be share penny for aduani be a young guys be no opinion this idea no because we are organs na do no ain't me and support that didn't could do that level.
All right, it does. Ma ebi a do the be last.
Okay, me pacha media make for energy drink in one. I'm say there so the good baby so the good family baby so. I'm say here for ya chire. Second drinks and near than enye. It mean kwa dia ka yanka say ya moye ho bai. Ni enyanom. Na de ya na we ho say ye program no. Oh me man mo fa drinks emra ne ye no mo aso abegu ha. Na ye maya nom ne penifo nom ne ye hyper enti ye so bi ni wa ni pakro wonom eti say ye fie mu ya ntan kogu ho a ye nom anso ye beto enti mo ma ye ya ye educate ye wo ye kasa ne ye yesa that's
enti am say na say kasa me man mo fa nsumra kasa mo fa drink mra apple juice opening Me the audience very last. I'm say.
Let me say. No be any say. That could be dia. And so bet me yoku. That could be ja. I condo. I was mean that could be and also so ebe ha adwene.
Open say ade no okay aja tum say enye. Banya say ubedi de bia na that could be say me condo na be dia and also enye. Bacho say I'm say Oba say be a dako, but so de moi when him answer na nansa na fi ekoye de bia. All right, you abusia for am say ba bia do na ha na ye de besie. Mesre ama ye mu ba ku bia honhom kanon. Abompa ye ama ye. Ebra ye de enesum ni nyina eba awie no. Na watue nyina so ahye Nyankopon sa ama ye. Ewo na wotwe a ye ba besimi.
Bompai asumdwe hina na nyame ede wase wakwanya de ma yen na bisua yempumudi ho nsem yesre wo se na nyame emra yesuan ema yenye etifo refifo nemo yensua ne mfa enye adwuma na etimi aboa yen na etimi atena asase so ache emra ye pie akɔ yɛnvirosɔm sie deɛ ho hyɛ wo nsa na wotwe bia ho ba nyinaa fi ɔtamfo nsam tutu yanamɔ esi deɛ kron na fira ɔtamfo ani wɔ yɛn ho ɛyɛ ɔpɛne na wotwe sɛ na yɛsan bɛhyia mu a yɛde wase dama wo yɛkɔ yi gye tata fɛ kwedu ifi asomdwe mu din mu nti amen